Hello, everybody. Frank Kenny here. Thank you so much for joining us today as we're going to be talking about something that you're really going to want to know more about. I think this is a big trend. And Donna from Yiftee, you've come to tell us about community cards. And for those of you watching, I'd love to know what chamber you're with and where you're watching this from. So put that into the comment area. And then if you have any questions for Donna or Melissa, just let us know and we'll try to get those in front of our guests here today. Let's do self-introductions. Melissa, who are you?
Thanks, Frank, for having us on today. My name is Melissa Ray, and I'm the President CEO of the Concord Chamber of Commerce here in Concord, California. I've been with the Chamber since about 2014, so 9 years. This was my first job out of college, so Chamber through and through.
That is awesome. And Donna.
There we go. Hi, everybody. So happy to be here, and thanks for having us, Frank. I am the CEO and co-founder of Yiftee. Had a very entrepreneurial career. Previously worked in a couple of other startups, but basically I've been doing Yiftee for over 10 years. And our mission in life when we started the company was to help local shops and restaurants thrive in this increasingly digital world. And so we found a pretty unique way to do that.
Awesome. And again, for those of you watching, what chamber are you with? Where are you watching that from or watching this from? Put that into the comments. And then also, are you a Yiftee user? Put that into the comments. Or are you doing some other kind of community gift card or one of these kind of things? Donna, I think a lot of people are they either don't know about community cards, community gift cards, or they're confused about it because there's a few other different things that are kind of sort of like them. Can you kind of give a 30,000 foot overview of what we're talking about here?
Sure, happy to. So a community card is a digital gift card, and it's branded for your chamber and your community. So it's all about you. And it works only at the local shops and restaurants in your community that you want to participate. So most of our chambers, we have over 200 chambers in the program now. Most of them make it a member benefit so that it drives revenue for their members.
And historically, there's been things like chamber bucks and some other iterations. Is this kind of like something totally different, or is it kind of like same but now digital?
Next generation, I would say. So okay. Yeah, same concept. We like to say keeping local dollars local. Our cards are backed by MasterCard, but literally they can only be spent in your community. It's limited to that, just like your chamber checks, but it's a lot less work on your part. So we do all the heavy lifting in terms of technology and moving money around.
Okay, very good. And again, for those of you watching, what chamber you're with, where are you watching this from, and do you offer any kind of community gift card? And Melissa, you offer the Yiftee, is that right?
We do. We partner with the city of Concord to offer the gift card. So it's a partnership between us and the city, and it's been great for our chamber.
Can you kind of give us some ideas of kind of what you're doing with them and the results?
Yeah. So it all started at the beginning of the pandemic. We were looking for ways to support our businesses. And in our findings, our previous CEO here at the chamber had actually used Yiftee at a previous job. So he brought up the idea, and we got on a call with Donna, and the city loved it. We loved it. And we thought it'd be great for our businesses to help boost the economy throughout the pandemic. We know restaurants were being hit hard. We know retail shops were being hit hard. So we figured if there was some way we could support local, like Donna said, we want our dollars spent here and only here. So what can we do to support that? So it's been great working with the city of Concord. It has been a great benefit for our members. We do offer it to businesses that are not members as well, because we are working with the city. We can't be limiting. But honestly, it's been a great help for our chamber too, because we get to go into the businesses. We're the ones contacting them. So those businesses get to know what our chamber is about at the same time.
Are you comfortable sharing any kind of numbers that what's been the impact in the city or for individual members?
Yeah. So overall, we've had about $220,000 worth of sales, and we're at over an 80% redemption rate. And we have 77 businesses participating, and we're still growing. Every time we have a new round of cards, or we're still out just talking to businesses in general in our day-to-day work, we're adding businesses to this and spreading the word what Shop Concorda is, and people can still redeem their gift cards at your business. So even though we launched this in 2020, please still be a part of this, because this is something good for our community to be a part of.
Interesting. And again, for those of you watching, what chamber you're with, where you're watching this from, and do you offer a community gift card? Donna, the numbers that she's talking about sound pretty impressive. $200,000, I mean, is real money. So
Right.
Are you seeing that with other chambers?
Yeah, absolutely. The average number of merchants involved in a program is around 50, but we have them as small as 5 or 6, and we have them as large as almost 1,000. So there's really not a limit to how many merchants you can put in your program. And Concord's doing really well with their sales, but it's not unusual to sell over $100,000 or a couple $100,000 worth of card sales.
That's pretty interesting. How do people actually get their hands on the cards? Melissa, let's just talk about how are you collecting the money and getting a card in somebody's hand and getting them to go spend it?
So the best part is the cards are digital. So when customers purchase the cards, they get an email, and it's funny. It looks like a credit card right on your phone. So there's a number where the merchants who are participating type it in. They run it like a normal credit card that you would be handed over. So that's the best part. Is for us, we don't have a physical card, and it's direct to the customer. So it makes it even easier for the customers to use. They just pull it up on their email and show it to the participating business.
So it's pretty intuitive, Donna. I mean, people understand how this all works.
Yeah, each community gets their own website, and it's branded for them. And they just send people to that website. You put a button on your chamber site and say, go buy our community gift card. People click on that button, they go buy the card. We handle all the credit card processing. We prevent fraudsters from going through, so there's no risk of fraud for you. And then the gift arrives in someone's email, or you can print them out if you want to put something in a holiday stocking or something like that. And then every month we'll send people a reminder, use your card, you still have whatever, $12.14 on it.
So Melissa, has this been a good fit for your chamber, to where the members there that are signed up for the program are thanking you, and has it been a benefit?
Yes, we actually have. So of course we look at the statistics behind it and the different businesses and where they're at as far as redemptions. And we have a few of our members that take the lion's share, but they've done a fantastic job also of embracing the program and telling their customers about it. And so I love getting the daily emails. I'm the person that I like to see all of these types of stats, but where the redemptions are going for the gift cards is so great to see, because we know either the businesses are doing well, or for the businesses that have a lower redemption rate, what can we do to help them? So the ones that are doing really well are the ones that really embrace it. And we try to make sure they have the marketing for it. We have printed table tents to include in their businesses. So we've gotten a lot of positive feedback.
What about from your board? Boards are kind of skeptical about taking risk or change or anything. They're pretty happy that did they approve this, or did you just run with it?
Yes, no, we actually went through the whole process of getting the pitch and then us taking it back to the board, because of course we needed approval for something for this size, but they're very happy. I report back to them consistently on the results of this, and they're happy that we're a part of it. Nice work.
Donna, did you want to add anything to?
Well, I just uncovered an interesting stat a couple days ago. So like Melissa, we do see the merchants who get really into it and will market the program to their mailing lists and their customers, which is great because it sells more cards. But we saw that one merchant that did that in one community got a bunch of card sales and a bunch of redemptions in those stores. But those people that bought cards because they recommended it spent money at 50 other stores. So the ones who are super involved kind of pull up the others who are less involved. Around 51% of card holders try a new place because they happen to have this card.
Interesting. And you call it a shop local campaign or something, Melissa, is that right?
Yeah, we call it our Shop Local. It's the name that we're calling it is Shop Concord. So it implies a Shop Local campaign.
Yeah, very cool. Somebody wants to know why partner with the city? Was there a benefit in doing that, Melissa?
Originally, the funding that we received for the BOGO piece of the card came from the city. So especially through ARPA funding, any sort of funding that we got for COVID relief, that went into this so we can help boost the economy as much as we could. And the city's been a fantastic partner.
Donna, can you speak to that? I mean, that was kind of over my head a little bit.
Yeah. Well, so we've seen a number of cities partner like Melissa's with the local chamber, and the city has still ARPA funds left. A lot of cities still do. Those funds came out in 21 and 22. They have to be allocated by the end of 24 and spent by the end of 26. So there's still some time left, and not all cities have spent all their budget. If the city can allocate some of that funding to us, we can run a buy one, get one program. So like buy a $50 card, get a free $25 card funded by these ARPA dollars. Or it could be funded by a sponsor. We've seen banks sponsor them and realtors sometimes. But what that does is it, doubles or triples the grant money in terms of what the residents and the merchants see. And it gets the locals involved in shopping local and more foot traffic in the stores.
Yeah, it sounds like a huge win-win. Somebody wants to know about using them as incentives or bonuses. Donna, have you seen, or Melissa, you just nodded your head. Are you doing something along those lines?
We've had a couple of businesses bulk purchase gift cards to be able to hand out to either their volunteers, their employees. It's a great way to incentivize your employees, or have it be like a holiday gift. I think it was the first or second year that we were into the Shop Concord program that we had someone buy, I think, 100 gift cards for their volunteers. So it's a great way to incentivize everyone.
Go ahead, Donna.
Yeah, I was going to add, last year we saw over 25% of our business go to bulk purchases like Melissa's describing. We saw schools buy them for all the teachers for Teacher Appreciation Day, or we have back to school coming up. We saw hospitals buy them for all the essential workers. We've had corporations and city governments use them for employee rewards and recognition programs. So a lot of those organizations are already buying gift cards, but they're buying Amazon's cards and Starbucks cards. And so what this does, it gives them a vehicle to keep those dollars in their own community. So we love those programs. We actually have a new type of account where they pay no fees.
Interesting. Melissa, was it expensive to get this set up, or a huge hassle? Is it a time suck?
No, not at all. And again, we use it as a retention piece and a prospecting piece for the chamber as well. It's good for us to get out in the community. But how we did it is we had a form where businesses could fill out, and it was just a Google form. We received the information. We would go into Yiftee on the back end and enter them. And all we have to remind everyone is once you get the link to register your point of sale, you're good to go. And that's the nice part about this. I've had one business, they've switched their point of sale, the system itself, a few times. And all they do is they email me and say, hey, Melissa, we just switched our POS. Can we get a new link to activate the Yiftee card again? And so all we do is we resend them the link and they run it. To activate it, you run it like a credit card. And they're set up. So it's really easy to keep everyone set up. We do try to provide training videos because we know there's turnover in some of the industries, especially restaurants. If we can provide the training videos to keep the employees trained, that's helpful as well. So they're on top of it. But Yiftee's provided all of that information on training videos on how to do things. And here's a setup page. So it's been really easy to keep everyone on top of it.
And so, Donna, there's no fee to the chamber to offer this?
Correct. So there's no fee. The chambers don't pay anything. The merchants don't pay anything to participate. So how Yiftee makes ends meet is when someone buys a card, they pay what we call an e-delivery fee. So it's the same as if you bought a Visa or MasterCard gift card in the store. You pay a little bit more for that. we have the same situation, and that out of that fee, we cover the credit card costs of that purchase because they're buying it with a credit card. So we pay that, and then the rest is enough to keep the lights on here. So that's how we do it. And if you have a sponsor, you can have the sponsor cover that fee.
Interesting. For those of you watching, what questions do you have for Donna, since we have the CEO of Yiftee here and Melissa, a user? I'm thinking, Donna, that the old school model, and a lot of chambers probably still are on it with the chamber bucks. I'd be uncomfortable doing all this in-house and doing it on spreadsheets and stuff. Is it much easier nowadays when it's all like done through you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've talked to a number of chambers who end up literally hiring additional staff at the holidays to handle, especially those bulk purchase type deals. And then tracking it and tracking the money can get pretty overwhelming. So we're taking care of all that for you. You're just going to send people to the website to buy cards, or if they need more hand holding, my team will take care of them, help them with a bulk purchase, make sure they're happy. It's really important to have happy customers out there. So we try really hard to make sure everyone's getting what they want.
And then there's a dashboard. Is that what you were talking about, Melissa? You kind of check the numbers?
Yeah. So there's a dashboard, I call it the back end, where we can enter businesses in as the location. And then that's where they'll either receive a text link or an email link. And that's how they activate everything. But there are reports that you can look at it. That's where you can see, for us, in the example of a BOGO, remaining balances for how much is left, but also then we can see the redemption piece of that as well. So we know if we need to do another push for don't forget to use your gift cards, and we're able to track all of that. So the dashboard is really easy to use.
Very cool. Do you want to add to that, Donna?
Yeah, a couple things. You can see everyone that buys cards, their names and emails, and you actually have marketing rights to that data. So if you want to put them on your chamber newsletter list, you can. But my favorite part about it is you can take that redemption report. You can see every single transaction, like somebody bought a cup of coffee for $3.49 at X's coffee shop. And then you can add up and see how much money you sent into each one of your merchants. So it's a very tangible evidence of value that the chambers brought to their members.
Interesting. We got some questions here. I'm going to put this one up. Does Yiftee offer a physical card or only online only?
I can take that. So it is a digital only program. That's how we can do it so inexpensively. However, you can print them out. So anyone that wants something physical, you just print it out and put it in the birthday card or the holiday stocking.
And then I'm going to do a series of questions here. I hope you guys don't mind. What's the minimum number of businesses agreeing to participate to make the program viable? Donna?
Depends on the size of your community. We usually recommend around 15 to 20 is a good number to start with. And then they'll kind of keep coming on after that. They don't have to all be there at the beginning. They can just.
So even smaller chambers in smaller rural communities are customers, Donna?
Oh, lots of them. Yeah, it works really well in small communities because people know each other there. So it's easier to get the merchants on board, to communicate to the schools and the hospitals and whatnot. Everybody gets with the program.
I've heard of a chamber that had a ginormous business in their area, like 1,000 employees, and they never used the chamber for a single thing until they added one of these gift cards. And now all of a sudden, now they have a relationship with the chamber because they buy a lot of gift cards. So
yeah, and it saves them a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, so win-win again. Melissa, how do you use the cards as prospecting and retention tool?
That's a great question. And I think it's exactly what Frank just said, is sometimes it gets you through doors that you might not have necessarily been through before, or establish those relationships with your businesses in your community. I think that's one of the biggest plugs for this is it gets you through and it gets you talking to those businesses. And at that point, for us, we don't pitch it as a hard pitch for the chamber. Then we're saying, we're the chamber. We're partnering with the city on this program. We just want to let you know about it. It's completely free for you as a business to participate. And we've gotten members out of this because we consistently have to communicate with them. And so it's building that trust. And getting them, like Donna said, into the chamber at least to know what we have going on so they understand what we can provide. And being a part of a chamber, you're in the know. You get to know what's going on. So some of the times it's our members that realize we're having another round of grant funding coming for this. So they are aware of it before maybe the rest of the community, because we're constantly communicating with them. So a lot of it's just getting into the businesses and reaching out to them, making sure they're okay. Do they need anything with Yiftee? Do they need a new table tent to put in the front of their store? Do they need whatever it is they need? They know that they can then come to us.
Good stuff. This is for you, Donna. Are merchant deals offering available on the website landing page? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I call that advanced Yiftee. So you have the ability for any individual merchant to post a special offer, like spend your community card in my shop and I'll give you 2-for-1 lattes after noon or something like that. Whatever they want to do, there's no rules around it. They can offer whatever it is they want. My favorite one was like a head of lettuce from a produce store, or some pickles. So, it's just sometimes it's just to make it fun, but those extra benefits will help them get more business in their stores.
Interesting. Well, we're running low on time. There's some more questions. Maybe I'll send those to you, Donna, to where you can respond, and I'll make sure people get their questions answered. Donna, if people want to do a demo or a run through, how can they discover more?
So I love to talk to people. You can email me at Donna, Donna, at yiftee.com, Yiftee, like on the screen there. Or feel free to give me a call. My cell phone is 650-533-0938. Love to talk to you. So happy to do that. And you can also find us at yiftee.com on the web, and there's a place you can sign up for a demo there too.
Perfect. And Melissa, are you okay if somebody reaches out just to hear your experience?
Absolutely. My email is ceo@concordchamber.com, or just give us a call, 925-685-1181.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. This is part of a series where we're interviewing some of the leading vendors in the chamber space. And Donna, congratulations on your success. We're going to see you at ACCE next week or the week after.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Love Salt Lake City. See everybody there. Stop by. We'll have a booth.
All right. And Melissa, you can't make it, right? You're already tied up.
Tied up, but I wish everyone a good conference.
All right. Perfect. All right. Take care, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. And thank you, Donna. Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks, Frank. See you
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye, everyone.